make sure you're subscribed to Jerk Crispy.
What's up, y'all? Show some most much. The Christian was making a video. The untold story of Lucki? Hey, man. Let's see the untold story by Lucki, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for all social media can pop on the screen. Man, y'all already know I'm on the road to 500.
The GOAT, who was childhood friends with a rapper Juice WRLD called the GOAT, who was childhood friends with Chance the Rapper and almost a part of Chief Keef's Glow Gang. In a bittersweet way, Lucki was nicknamed the Underground King after garnering a diehard fanbase in the underground after failing to reach the heights his Chicago peers reached. But recently, the tides have shifted, and Lucki has been making serious strides towards the mainstream, getting cosigns from rappers like Drake, Future, and even Justin Timberlake, blowing up on TikTok and is more popular than ever before. Begging the question, who is he? How did he get so popular? And what is it about him that resonates so deeply with his legion of fans? I'm Rashad Fashir, and this is the untold story of Lucki. On May 30th, 1996, Lucki Campbell Jr. was born. Almost from birth, his parents were separated, and they lived very differently, his mom being from the hood and his dad from the suburbs. So he grew up with both parents. Lucki grew up on the west side of Chicago, and as a kid, he used to play video games and watch television like the WWE. Music was a huge part of his life as well. His first favorite rapper was 50 Cent, then he became a huge Lil Wayne fan, and in high school, he found other music, like Future, through his mom, and became a Chief Keef stan. Like many teenagers, his taste in music influenced his lifestyle as well. Listening to Lil Wayne made him want to wear skinny jeans, and listening to Chief Keef made him try Xanax. He thought that was really cool, and as a teen, he was exactly who he wanted to be. He remembers thinking,
I remember being 18 looking at myself like, yo, I'm exactly who I want to be. Like, I always wanted to be like a teenager on type shit in a weird way. Like,
at that age, he already had dreams of rapping.
I had big dreams of rap since I was a kid. Cause I used to like walk past a mirror, act like mirrors is paparazzi and shit. When I was like, I always wanted to be a rapper.
In 7th grade, he wrote his first lyrics, but wasn't confident at the time, so he didn't start rapping. He attended school in the suburbs and wanted to be a football player, playing wide receiver. As a teenager, he was also very early on his social media, starting his Twitter in August of 2011, and was rebellious. On his Twitter, he explained his mom kicked him out, and he was airing out his father.
How did you decide that you wanted to start making music? What kind of influenced that?
My parents, really.
His parents did more than just vaguely influence him though. His dad gave him the courage to begin.
My dad kind of told me to start writing.
In Lucki's freshman year of high school, he was getting over his student athlete thing, where he played wide receiver. So at the end of Lucki's freshman year in high school, he began rapping, and took it seriously after his close friends started praising him. Back then, rap was just about rhymes and bars, not the beat or autotune, and Lucki managed to stand out. So at 17, in his second year, Lucki dropped out of high school to pursue music. His first name ever was 97, and Pretty Ho Smoking Reggie was his first song ever. In 2012, he changed it to Lucki X, a combination of his first name and the last syllable of the substance Xanax. He had a $sign because he was a huge Rocky fan. Under his new name, his first song was Master Plan, and in addition to dropping that song, Lucki was also a part of a rap group called the Outsiders Clique, and featured all over their only album, Outside Activities. Lucki happened to be friends with two kids named Anton and Kevin, who interned at the media company Elevator, who got Lucki's music heard by the higher-ups, which led to Lucki's quote-unquote debut single, Untouchable, being hosted on Elevator, a decently sized platform at the time. He was making moves, and for him to be so young and making that much of a statement was rare. And to many, it seemed like Lucki was headed for success. In 2014, Lucki got more involved in the scene in Chicago. He was very active in person, so early on in his career, he had a lot of connections, allowing him to gain massive exposure right from the jump. He was friends with Chance the Rapper and had a big-time manager. Lucki and Chance the Rapper.
That's cool. Friends with Chance the Rapper. You know Chance the Rapper? I think it was hot. I don't know what happened to the lady is, but you know that dog is hot. He was hot popping with his music. Nah, y'all thought I was about to say some gay shit. Nah. Something wrong with y'all, man. Anyways, my nigga Chance the Rapper, man, it was the hottest rapper along with all the other people who was in,
especially had a strong bond. He described their friendship by saying,
how's your relationship with Chance? Because I know you guys got a song together.
That's my dog, bro. Like, for life, bro. That's my dog. Me and Chance, like, I came up with Chance type.
Right.
Me and Chance really, like, know each other. I know Chance's little brother. Like,
okay.
I know Chance's father, bro. Mr. Me and Chance's father has been cool, been on a date.
When Lucki first started rapping, it was Chief mixed with Chance, and he took a lot of inspiration from Chance. They originally met at a local venue and used to see each other around. One day,
what artist really made me want to start rapping was Chance, though, because I used to see him rapping like at the library. That's what really made me start writing all the time.
That day when he saw Chance at the library do stand-up poetry, he got so inspired, he went back home and immediately started writing music. At the time, Odd Future and A$AP Rocky were a huge influence for Lucki as well. This was when he was first starting to rap, and he had no idea what he was doing, explaining he had no plan and that he'd just go up to the Chicago Public Library, where he saw people like Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa, and thought if he just knew a lot of people, you'd get famous, like he saw with his friend Chance. However, at the time, he had no idea why he was seeing success. Later, he realized,
Really, I was just good at telling stories. Like, that's what it was. I was just good at writing stories, and like, I didn't really even know that at the time, but like people came back, like started telling me about.
with the success of so many others around him, Lucki was ready to take over and was willing to work for it.
Like I'm coming, like we are really coming. Like we working hard as hell. Like
Teasing music with his peers.
shout out to my big brother Chief Keef from Glow Gang. You know, you already know he just gave me that shout. He just gave me some more fans. I got a song with Chance finna drop soon.
That year, he was ready to drop X, his largest project, and was leveling up.
I mean, I did FaceTime Keith. So about we just looking at each other like, are you serious? Keith on the phone. We like 17.
At one point,
Did Chief Keef, he said at one point on Instagram that you were on Glow Gang. Did that really happen?
Yeah.
What?
when Lucki met Young Chop, Keef's producer, he fanned out.
Before I made alternative trap, folks, like we was studying y'all, folks.
So Chief Keef and Lucki collaborated as well on an unreleased song. In May of 2016, Lucki dropped X, and it didn't go the way he wanted.
I wanted it to be a breakout.
But when it didn't do as well as he thought, and not getting named on Complex's top 50 projects of the year, he became really depressed. Pretty silly because he was so new to rap. In July of that year, Lucki got arrested for stealing someone's wallet. In 2015, Lucki made the move from Chicago to LA, and it changed the course of his career. In Chicago, he was associated with and working with traditional rappers, like Chance the Rapper, but in LA, he met rappers making cloud rap. He found his sound musically, and realized he wasn't meant for the traditional hip-hop scene.
I was always like not that type of like in that type of thing. You feel me? I didn't really fit into that. So when I got older, I just started like branching off.
In LA, he became friends with Playboi Carti and A$AP Rocky, which happened through Ian Connor.
You first started linking up with A$AP and all of them.
Through like Ian and Cardi type.
When Lucki first came to LA, he lived with Carti, and they were pretty close back then.
Yeah, Cardi used to
So how long ago was this?
before Broke Boy came out. Me and Cardi used to be like Ian and like we call us twins.
They met at A$AP Rocky's mansion, and through Carti, he met A$AP Rocky.
Me and Cardi was both at Rocky mansion. Like he had like a party, you know, people be renting the cribs down there. I met Rocky through Cardi actually.
Lucki met Rocky 3 months after A$AP Yams passed away, and when he met Rocky, Rocky told him,
And he was like, yeah, bro, Yams put me on your music, bro. I'm like, that crushed me though, because I never got to meet A$AP Yams.
Lucki is actually in the Lamborghini High music video.
Yams, I saw you were in the Lamborghini High video.
Yeah,
How did that kind of all come together?
I just woke up at Rocky crib.
His relationship with Carti was more than just a friendship though. They collaborated on songs like Saucin',
Cardi, yeah, like me and Cardi got a few songs, like hella songs on release.
and Carti taught him how to rap on a different style of beats.
Like being around Cardi taught me how to rap over trap beats. Remember I used to make music like Chance the Rapper and them kind of like in that lane. Being around Cardi taught me how to rap over like up-tempo beats.
He was friends with Carti's friends Uno the Activist and Thousand Man Fani as well, and ended up collaborating more with them than he did with Carti.
Uno, my brother forever.
Yeah, love Uno.
I need my brother. Everybody, all right with Ian.
Yeah, you still cool.
Being from Chicago, Lucki also became friends with Cole Bennett before he was famous. They had a music video from 2015 that was released 8 years later, and Cole gave Lucki $100 to model for a Lyrical Lemonade shirt, which Lucki says he remembers he really needed, and said now,
I'll be really just happy for him, but it just makes sense because the type of person he is.
in January of 2016,
That's crazy, bro. This dude, that's out. A$AP Rocky, Playboi Carti, stayed with Playboi Carti, and then did songs with him, and he still didn't drop them yet, bro. Like, man, bro, that's crazy. That boy came a long way with it.
Lucki decided to drop the X from his name. At first, he just took out the $sign because he didn't want to become like A$AP Rocky.
No more ECK money sign. It's just X.
Just X.
But eventually, he claimed the X was just childish, so he dropped it completely.
Please stop calling me Lucky X.
You're over
and then y'all be calling me Lucky X.
I just really was over that name.
In March, he dropped Son of Sam, and the cover art is inspired by David Berkowitz, a serial killer. The cover art is one of his letters, and Lucki explained he relates to him.
Vices are demons. My demons are these big, taking on Rick James,
like this fast life, like drugs, you know, like, that's my little comparison to it.
Little did he know, the worst was to come. Lucki's dreadful relationship with substances was no longer figurative like he portrayed in his art. It was real, and in 2016, it almost destroyed his career. Lucki had originally
some terrible big homies. I was just with them. I popped this down, I just remember feeling so free. I was just overboard. I was like, it's fun.
But by the time Lucki was getting into his late teens, he had started to develop a serious Xanax addiction.
I was a tweaker, bro.
When he was rapping,
it sounds like you're off the Xans in your music. It is often about being on the Xans in your music.
And said he used to do 6 bars a day.
I used to really pop like 6 bars, you know what I'm saying, every day type.
While he was doing this, he had a lot of industry connections and hype around his music. For example,
Pharrell used to tweet my music. Like, Scott Venner was my first manager.
Pharrell Williams and Justin Timberlake would tweet Lucki's music, but his drug use was messing that all up.
Oh, so did that f your music career up?
How relationships up. Like,
sometimes he couldn't even tell what was real.
But when I wake up for real again, I realized that I was just dreaming. I realized that like, oh, I was just...
He was too comfortable at that age.
I was getting like decent money for shows and Chicago. I'm just lit. I was kind of comfortable.
And took everything he had been given so graciously for granted.
Yeah, I was really spoiled coming into this.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay.
Scott Venner, the man that put Chief Keef and Chance on, was Lucki's first manager. Even after receiving co-signs from Pharrell Williams and Justin Timberlake, Lucki said he didn't even care. It wasn't Lil Wayne. He was young and ignorant, and eventually it bit him in the back. When Lucki was dealing with those issues, some of the people in the industry who were previously backing him turned their backs on him.
They lost faith in me. I'll never forget that, bro. Told me I was the best, bro. They told me I was the best, but they lost faith in me, bro. Tried to blackball me, bro.
It sounds like betrayal, and it was.
Damn, so that dude was lucky could have worked with freaking Pharrell, but he wanted to be a stubborn ass nigga. Man, Pharrell offered me some help, bro. I would have took it, bro. Cause you know how many, like, and we just did put the video for the Pharrell effect, bro. Y'all gotta check that out, bro. That's crazy. No, like, I'm for real. That's low key crazy.
But it was partly Lucki's fault. He had no idea how to act.
I used to come to like sessions about like and just be so up and not even know it was a problem.
Everyone was mad.
But they used to be so irritated. They used to keep calling me back. They know I was young.
But they thought he'd grow up eventually.
But when I turned 19 and I was still doing it, people thought I was like, oh, he's not coming around. He not getting it. Because people always thought I was just gonna get it. You feel me?
Right.
And then when I was 19, it was like, nah, he just don't get it.
Spoiler alert, he didn't. And like many young kids, had to learn the hard way. Eventually, Lucki's substance abuse led to Lucki becoming hospitalized, and it messed him up bad.
The lowest point in my life, I psyched out for like 4 days straight, and I just had to go to the hospital for like a week. I was tripping. But I wasn't myself, bro. I was like fragile, like mentally, bro. Like,
right.
Cause like, I really went crazy, you feel me? So I was like...
He used to joke about his addiction. He was shameless, but after that, it was no joke.
But I had to just learn how to be my own person, like, and not depend on a pill.
He eventually decided to take a break from music and focus on himself. When he was in the hospital, he became a fan of Kurt Cobain.
This dude, Kurt, I started watching like hella documentaries. I watched all the documentaries.
Explaining he related to the themes of self-destruction.
Really relating to self-destruction. Like,
right. Are you in a period of self-destruction in general, would you say? Or is that something that you feel like you're past?
I feel like I'm always gonna be in a period of self-destruction.
He decided to drop Free Wave 2, but his substance abuse caused him to develop mental health problems and depression, and decided it would be best if he took a year-long hiatus. During the hiatus, he had a son, and his son gave him a sense of priority and made him want to work harder. In 2017, he returned from his hiatus, dropping Watch My Back. Luckily, no pun intended, fans were patient, and he didn't suffer any consequences. In fact, Watch My Back became one of his most...
So his cover? That was his cover art? Hold on, bro. Let me look this up real quick, bro. Let me look this up, bro. So that's Lucki cover art, bro? Or that's like somebody else cover art with the baby flying and all that other stuff, bro. Nah, I want to know what that is, bro. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hey. Oh god, so he really did drop that. Oh god. It's not bad though. His cover art is not that bad though. I'll give him that. His cover art ain't really bad. This is like his type of style of cover art, but mm, hey, I just wanted to see. So everybody got a different, unique cover art when he drops something, Shit. Tag.
Most successful projects, a fan favorite. Nowadays, Lucki has made it clear
My music is like a warning or something, bro.
Right.
Like, I don't
That's good.
glorify at all.
another rapper Lucki knew was Juice WRLD, and they were pretty close. And Juice WRLD had a lot of respect for Lucki.
Juice would be like, this the best rapper ever. Everybody in the room be like,
And you're
what?
like-
They're like, who the f- is this? You feel me?
I was disheartened when Juice died.
I really be wishing he was still here. Cause I know it'll never be a dull moment in the if he was still here.
In 2019, Lucki dropped Free Wave 3, a project about a woman he was in love with. The first half was while he was in love, and the second half was him heartbroken. In 2020, Lucki signed a distribution deal with Empire, the same label XXXTentacion and King Von were a part of, allowing him to receive a stronger push to his music, while being able to retain ownership over his music at the same time. He even recorded a song with his longtime idol Future, coming out a couple years later, someone who he remained a huge fan of for years after first finding Future's music on his mom's iPod.
Yeah, I just met Pluto, like, it's just crazy seeing this in person, like.
Since 2021, Lucki has become even more ambitious, trying to become a superstar like he said so many years earlier, except it was starting to become a reality. He'd have a slew of songs like Super Urus and New Drank gain traction on TikTok, massively growing his fanbase, as well as shedding light to his deep discography. However, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. His new fanbase was suburban and became corny, bullying him for the weight he gained, and fans at shows have rubbed his stomach multiple times, causing quite an issue. Furthermore, Lucki has been under fire for years about some tweets he made years back aimed at the country of Mexico, and his new fanbase didn't make it any easier. He explained himself, saying 11 years ago, Lucki and a bunch of other kids, some black and some Mexican, were all trolling. Everyone was just trolling. Lucki just ended up becoming famous and defended himself, saying, I grew up with Mexicans. In 2022, Lucki briefly fell out with his old friends, Uno the Activist and Thousand Man Fani, and accidentally started beefing with the Detroit rapper he was friends with, Baby Smooth. Lucki called out Baby Smooth for hopping.
Hey, I'm sorry to say this, and I know we watching a Lucki video, but Baby Smooth is down there top. It's better. It's way, way better than Lucki. I'm just gonna keep it real. Just like if you go back and listen to his albums, and I give Lucki, they is like they right here. Lucki and Baby Smooth, but Baby Smooth got more advantage than Lucki because he bro. When the last time, and I'm talking about dropping music wise. When the last time Lucki dropped a music besides with him and Lil Yachty, bro? It been a minute. It been a minute since he dropped it. Boy, besides him and Lil Yachty, because I think he dropped something like a look 2-3 songs, then he left again. I don't know, bro. But I fuck with Lucki though. And this ain't no fuck Lucki, man. I don't even want to listen to that man music. No, I fuck with this man music. Like, bro, I fuck with this man music. I listen to it. And one day I do want to do a song with Lucki and stuff like that. Cause Baby Smooth too, type shit. But yeah. That's the debate. Well, Baby Smooth is really top 3 niggas I want to make a song with, like dead ass.
On Yeet Beats. Except Lucki was talking about Thousand Man Fani. Baby Smooth took it personally and decided to take shots at Lucki himself. It was sad because just a bit before, they were teasing a collab. So Lucki actually called Thousand Man Fani washed up for hopping on Yeet Beats. He even defended Cardi for dropping Uno the Activist and Thousand Man Fani during their beef. In the end, Lucki apologized, saying he was in his feelings and he was wrong for what he said, and they made it right. During the middle of the year, Lucki got a Drake cosign as well. Drake posted Lucki's music on a story and featured Lucki on OVO radio. When he was young, Drake was a huge inspiration for him, so having Drake post his music was
So it's really like a dream come true type of thing.
even crediting Drake for teaching him how to rap.
He taught
Man, fuck Drake.
me how to dumb it down, but without dumbing it down though.
That year, he also got a face tat, inspired by Harry Potter, and said he just wanted one because it was cool, and that his thought process was,
I just wanted a face tat. I was just feeling edgy. Like, I got hella money. It didn't piss my parents off. You know what I'm saying?
in the end of the year, on September, he dropped Flawless Like Me, his long-awaited project, with the feature from Future, and started collaborating and working with younger rappers like Can as well. So that brings us to today, 2023, and Lucki still has a lot of runway left in his career. He's been releasing a project every year since 2013, and it doesn't look like he's stopping anytime soon, even saying he wants to collab with Playboi Carti again,
The artist I'll collab with, but definitely Cardi.
and wants a Grammy. He plans to retire when he's in his early 30s to become an executive in television, saying, I want to
That ain't gonna happen. But alright. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500. And yeah, I'm out.